What do petrolhead surfers and dog owners have in common? They all enjoy our favourite public playground, the beach. Coastal scientist Jim Dahm has been hosting public discussions to find out how Whanganui residents connect with the coast and develop a coastal action plan alongside Whanganui District Council.
Basically, the council wants to provide a prioritised list of actions that they're going to undertake over the next 10 years at coastal sites, particularly focused at Castle Cliff and at Mofano, Kaiwi, trying to understand how people use these areas, what they value, what they're concerned about, and what they would like to see happen in the future.
Modifying nature to suit human activity can be environmentally harmful, but Dahm believes with the collective wisdom of a community, we can find a way to harmonise with nature.
We're moving more to understanding how the natural environment works and trying to live with the coast. It's sort of the buzz phrase is working with nature. And in the past, we've tried far too much to accommodate nature to our aspirations. If you take Rangiora Street here as an example, over time people have cleared a space of logs to make easy access, and it's been done with good intentions. But the difficulty is you live on a coast with very strong onshore winds, and those winds pick up sand and they blow it all over your car park and around your buildings. And while you can clear that once or twice a year, it becomes way too expensive to maintain. So the way nature handles that is you tend to have a frontal dune with specialised plants, spinifex and pinau in particular, which trap wind-blown sand and build a dune. And so one of the key answers can be allowing nature to reform a dune, but making sure that it's dominated by native plants that provide aerodynamic dunes, that lower dunes that are more fitting. And also when you're doing that dune restoration work, taking into account the ways that people use this environment and making sure the outcome you get doesn't solve one problem by creating another. And this particular site, for instance, views are really important. So it's very much about learning to live with the coast, and that's a collective exercise. You know, that's a collective learning. You need the collective wisdom and multiple perspectives to achieve that.
And while Dahm has 30 years' experience in coastal management, he's adamant that community partnerships are the only way to solve complex issues.
You can't solve these problems except through participation, very strong community participation. And I guess because you're bringing lots of different perspectives, lots of different aspirations into the show, no matter how much a particular expert or an officer might know, you're only seeing the problem from a limited perspective. And so the more feedback you get, the more involvement, the more participation you get, the more ideas get tested, the more creative the solutions.
Balancing the community's values with environmental management is no easy task, and when Dahm talks about involving the community, he means everyone.
Left wing, right wing, up wing, down wing, couldn't care less. I think at the end of the day, if you deal with the basic facts of how a coast is operating and what you love and what you enjoy about this, you get down to a lot of commonality. I've worked with coastal restoration now for 30 years. I've worked with extremely conservative people, extremely liberal, and a mixes, and frankly, I've never had political philosophies get in the way of a good outcome. We're looking to hear from people what they love, what they enjoy, what they're concerned about, what they want to see, the outcomes.
You don't need to be a scientist to help shape the future of our coastline. The Coastal Action Survey is still open and can be found on the Whanganui Council website.
We do need that collective wisdom, that collective knowledge of what you love, how you use this place, what concerns you have. We need that from multiple perspectives if we're going to get a good plan of action that's going to achieve what people want it to achieve, but also that's going to be sustainable in the longer term.
Ben Carter, Local Focus.